YouTubers, here we are for the very first time, directly on YouTube, which is where we are going to be living from now on. So come over to YouTube to see the show. We're going to be giving you the first 15 minutes of our Spooky Sunday show live, and then you're going to have to go on to Newcastle Live Radio to hear and be involved in all the rest. So please, please, please join us as every week. We love to have you on. We love to have you interact with the show. That's what it's all about for us. We've got some juicy questions that are going to be coming up, and we want you all to chime in with what you think. One of the biggest questions is there something such as a professional paranormal investigator? Is there such an animal?
I can't believe you're doing this topic.
Is there such an animal as a professional paranormal investigator? This particular article raises some really interesting things. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it.
What constitutes professional? This
You
is
will
the
find.
question.
It's interesting.
Oh,
Really cool. Hello, Zena.
because there is professional behaviour and there is professional business.
Yep.
Don't sneeze.
Right, we're just going through the ads. We're coming up to the news really quickly now.
Hi, Jody. Thank you for coming on to the YouTube page. Awesome.
Okay, if you want to text in your opinion, the number is 0490848886. That is 0490848886. If you like the music, you hate the music, if you've got an opinion, if you like a story, you hate a story, you come and tell us. I'm Anne, and that's Renata behind the camera, and we've got 2 minutes, 20 seconds till we go live.
Please, guys, do us a favour and tell everyone we're actually on YouTube. So that's where they come and see us from now on YouTube.
We're moving from Facebook because Facebook is just not helping small business.
Yeah.
And that's what we are. We are content creators and we are small business operators, and they're making it harder and harder. So we're moving to YouTube. So come with us. Now, if you're making any comments or anything now, we won't be able to see you because the camera's over there. We've got to listen for the end of the news so we can start the radio show on time. But this is on every Sunday from 8 till 10 p.m. Australian Daylight Savings Time.
Several independent candidates in traditionally Liberal-held seats.
So a minute and a half. We've all had a good weekend. Anyone go ghost hunting?
We did.
We did. We went Friday and Saturday night. Headphones on, you ready? Is your phone on silent? And not on vibrate? She keeps leaving it on vibrate and you get the zzz, zzz.
Deliberately lit fire, which has burnt through almost 8,000 hectares in the southwest. The fire is believed to have started near Mammoth Cave in Margaret River. At one time, up to 200 of WA's firefighters were trying to get it under control. A man has survived a shark attack in far north Queensland. The 24-year-old was airlifted to Cairns Hospital after being bitten in waters of Yarrabah this morning. He remains in a stable condition. And briefly, a mass cleanup operation is underway in the US.
Oh
after the
boy,
deadliest
I
tornadoes.
saw
I
that.
haven't seen it. Didn't know about
Oh
it.
my
Meanwhile,
God.
England has been docked 100% of its match fee for a slow overrate in the first.
It's like the town was
Tourists have also lost
chewed
5
up
World
and
Cup
spat out.
championship
That's
points.
what it looked like.
Oh,
Australian
no.
Thomas has lost 15% of his pay.
And you can't-
for the level of synergy.
Can't fight that.
In Formula One,
You can't, it's not like bushfires where you can fight with water and things. There's nothing you can do.
God, someone had a small
And in the
head.
National Basketball League, the
She's got a big head.
Phoenix has defeated
All right, here we go.
United in a fiery derby by 8 points. And that is the latest in news and sport.
And good evening to all the spooksters, parastalkers, our grand poobahs, and the paralurkers that are out there watching us this evening. This is the Spooky Sunday radio show on Newcastle Live Radio. My name is Anne Rekovich, and I'm joined by the gorgeous...
Me.
No, the other person.
Oh, is there someone? Oh, you're
And Renata Daniel, the astounding medium psychic life coach.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Life
Excuse
coach.
me?
Life coach. Spiritual life coach.
Trying to give her a compliment
Yes,
here.
absolutely. Book a session with me. Just get in touch with me at info@newcastleghostours.com.au. I am multi-skilled.
Yeah, you've been helping people with your life coaching skills. I'm really impressed.
So,
Yeah. That's not what you're supposed to do,
No.
Renata. A life coach knows.
no, yes, it was a moment of zone of genius type of stuff, and you
Yeah,
go,
you were buzzing.
I fit this. I fit this.
You found your zone.
My niche.
Yeah.
Niche, or niche, depending on what side of Australia you're from.
Now we all want to know, how's your husband?
He's doing well, thank you. He's getting to a point where he just can't look at liquids anymore, and it's only been a few days in. He's got another week and a half to go. For anyone who doesn't know, he's just had bariatric surgery last week, and they removed a portion of his stomach, poor darling. And so he is now on fluids for the next 2 weeks. And let me tell you, he's thinking of every single recipe that he can think of to try and make this palpable.
Pulp. P-U-L-P.
No,
Pulp.
No pulp in these 2
It's all
weeks.
got to
I'm
go
telling
through a
you.
sieve. Everything, if
Yeah.
it doesn't go through a sieve, you can't have
If you
it.
can't go through a straw, you can't have it.
And we've had a good weekend ghost hunting as well. We've been to Maitland Jail on Friday night. We had
Yeah.
2 possessions. We always know it's a good night when we've had 2 possessions.
Yep.
And then we had, where were we?
Wallumbye. Oh, the beautiful Wallumbye. And we actually went out to visit our Airbnb that we're going to be staying at when we do our Wallumbye sleepover. So if anybody's interested
oh my
in that,
gosh.
this place is stunning, and we'll be putting
Wow.
photos onto our Facebook pages over the next day or two to actually show you the type of place you are going to be staying in when you pay absolute
Stuff all-
chips
Yeah.
to come on a 2-day sleepover with us
Yeah.
at Wallumbye.
And ghost hunting both nights and
Yep.
all your food.
Yep.
And
It's crazy cheap.
it's luxury. That's luxury, I tell you. All right, Renata, do you have paranormal news for us this week?
I do, and this comes from Higgy Pop, and this is our big question for tonight, people. So I want you to be ready, because I want to hear from skeptics, cynics, and believers when I pose this question: is there such a thing as a professional ghost hunter? So please send us your messages on 0490848886. 0490848886.
And thank you, Catherine, for that beautiful message you just sent through.
Let me read you what they wrote on Higgy Pop. What does it mean to be a professional paranormal investigator? Can anyone claim to be one? Or should this accreditation be vetted or reserved for the most credible? Oh, and who's going to do that?
Well, who gets to say what's credible? This is what gets me.
You'd think the most hotly debated topic in the paranormal field would be the question of whether ghosts exist. But unfortunately, this important question often gets overlooked.
No, they'd all rather bitch and fight
Yeah,
about
in
things.
paranormal debates, and instead members of the community argue about what it means to be a professional in the field.
Yeah, and I have to say, you said to me, oh, look, the Paranormal Awards are coming up again. I went, oh, no.
Oh, we're so entering.
The anxiety hit me straight away because we won quite a few categories last year, or the beginning of this year. Oh, okay.
So the conversation is often started by paranormal teams who consider themselves to be ethical and credible, who dispute someone else's claim that they are a professional paranormal investigator, especially when the person making this claim is a television ghost hunter or public figure. So what is the definition of a professional paranormal investigator? Now remember, I am reading this from Higgy Pop. I did not write this, so don't sledge away at me. I'm reading.
Don't shoot the messenger.
The dictionary makes the meaning of this term pretty clear. Professional means relating to or belonging to a profession or engaged in a specified activity as one's main paid occupation rather than pastime.
Oh,
Does that clarify
that
things?
clarifies it. So we are professional.
We are professional.
Because it is what we do. We live and breathe it.
Absolutely. We are professional.
We don't have any other job.
According to the
I like
we are
it.
professional.
Oh.
So a professional in any field is someone who makes their living from that line of work. Paranormal investigation is a hobby or pastime for some, which they indulge in alongside their day job. Some people turn their hobby into a source of income. This makes them a professional. It's their profession. It's the same as playing for an amateur Sunday league football team and then being picked up to play as a professional for a league team with a big pro footballer's salary.
And that makes sense as a musician as well. You can be an amateur musician and play in an orchestra, but if you work at it hard enough, you can get picked up and paid in a symphony orchestra.
Yes. However, the definition is a little more unclear when it comes to the paranormal. For example, the top earners in the field, the likes of Zach Bagans, make their money through television appearances rather than investigations.
Mm-hmm.
So you could argue that they are professional television hosts rather than professional paranormal investigators.
So they're paranormal entertainers.
But they are still a professional working in the paranormal field. So does this mean anyone can go professional in the field regardless of their experience or qualifications? Well, yes. All you need to do is quit your job and charge people for your time and services. Then by definition you are a professional ghost hunter. But some investigators just aren't professional. Of course, whether you manage to attract paying clients or not depends on your reputation and professional standards. Being professional in itself isn't a measure of professionalism. This isn't just the case in the paranormal field, but in any profession. This is made clear in television shows like the BBC's Rogue Traders, which I haven't seen, so
No,
I can't
neither.
comment on that. Of course, whether you manage to attract, read that. Just because someone is a professional doesn't mean they conduct their business professionally and ethically, whether they are a ghost hunter, a plumber, a builder, or a part of any profession. A professional builder can still do a bad job and rip off their clients. They're still a professional but won't be known as being reputable for long. Similarly, if you are earning money as a paranormal investigator but unprofessional, or being unprofessional doesn't mean it's not your profession. It just means you're bad at your profession, just like rogue traders or even a professional boxer who's lost every fight in his career.
Mm-hmm. That's fascinating.
Yeah, establishing whether a boxer or a plumber is good or bad is pretty easy as you can judge them on their results. But when it comes to the paranormal, defining whether an investigator is reputable or not is a little harder as it is so subjective.
Yep.
Some teams use psychics while others would dismiss mediums as frauds. So, this is getting hot.
The
It's
phone is
awesome.
going off.
I love it. Some teams swear by ghost hunting gadgets while others don't trust them in an investigation. So whose standards should you judge other teams by? Remember that only 1 in 3 believe that ghosts exist. So no matter how credible you think you are or your paranormal team is, the majority of the population would conclude that any team or individual who believes they've caught evidence of the paranormal isn't conducting a credible investigation. Otherwise, they should find no evidence of ghosts. They might even go as far as to say that you're kidding yourself or even scamming your clients. Hands up, who has heard that?
Oh yeah, I'm going to put both hands in the air on that one.
It doesn't mean that there aren't professionals in the paranormal field. If anything, it means the profession of paranormal investigation is flooded by people and teams with poor professional standards. This is really what is being debated.
And it's the ones that wave their hands around the most saying, we're professional and we behave professionally. They are the most unprofessional. Yes, I know.
At the end of the
We're gonna get
day,
hate mail again.
I know, being a professional ghost hunter doesn't mean you're better or more credible than anyone else. It's just your job. So there's a reason others in the field should be jealous or bitter. So there's no reason, others in the field should be jealous or bitter of someone's status as professional, although of course they may still question their reputation. Those in the paranormal world who oppose the word professional often question how someone with a few years' experience can decide they want to be paid for their hobby by whatever means and suddenly they become a professional. While they may cause or laughable, this is exactly how it works. Again, comparing this to other professions, if you decide after painting your kitchen twice in your lifetime that you wanted to be a professional painter and decorator tomorrow, you could. The word professional isn't a measure of abilities, experience, or reputation. But as for what it actually takes to be considered professional, this is again a little subjective. The simplest definition would be an investigator or team who is paid to conduct private investigations, but this isn't the only route to becoming a professional in the paranormal field. Some might also be deemed to be a paranormal professional if they've written books on the topic, although arguably this might mean they're actually a professional writer rather than a ghost hunter. As previously mentioned, someone who hosts or even produces a ghost hunting television show might be considered a professional ghost hunter or perhaps a professional broadcaster instead.
I think a paranormal entertainer is a great way of describing. But just because you're a paranormal entertainer does not mean that you haven't studied and are a paranormal investigator, because we are.
It depends, again, by definition, it depends on where you're drawing your income from.
Yeah.
The term professional simply means following an occupation as a means of livelihood or for gain. This could be anything from hosting ghost hunting events or appearing at paranormal conventions through to inventing ghost hunting gadgets or producing documentaries. Give me a high five, girl.
Okay.
We're professional, right?
Well, you've written a book. I sell the gadgets.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Chances
Oh,
are,
go on.
only half a second. Chances are, if you're
Finish.
reading this, then relatively speaking, you are an expert in the paranormal, at least compared to those with no interest in the subject. Your friends who know nothing about the paranormal investigations might call you an expert because they know this is your area of expertise. So rather than striving to be known as a professional, it should be more desirable to be recognised as an expert or skilled member of the community. That's nice. However, labelling yourself an expert may be seen as being arrogant. You should also try to recognise and learn from those who are experts in their field and support and promote their work above those professionals you might deem to be unskilled, uninformed and unprofessional.
Now, if you want to have your say on this topic, please text in to 0490848886. That's 0490848886, and we're going to be going into the responses at 8:30. But right now we've got to get to a song. Guys, it was my turn to choose the music this week, and I have gone down the daggy hole again.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. I expect you all to sing along. We'll see you after this song for my weird story, and we are going to China. In the meantime, here's Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Wasn't that good?
Yes.
Okay, guys, did you like that?
Awesome.
That's
I've got to turn that down because otherwise we'll get copyright.
That's going to just really open up a can of worms. So if you have something to say, please pop in.
Yes, 0490848886. Now, if you want to watch the rest of the show, you've either got to download the Newcastle Live radio app. So if you go into your app store, you can download that and you can listen there, or jump onto the Newcastle Live website and then follow the radio links on there and you can listen on the interwebs.
Okay. Bye, Z.
Bye.